teacher wanted to tell you a story tonight. You like stories? We're going to start with the story and then we're going to speak the topic that we came to make. This is a story that the teacher heard from his beloved teacher. There was a great master, and she was an extremely wise woman who was very well known to give very truthful and very inspiring speeches. And the villagers of the village, they really wanted to invite her to come to their city hall and talk to them, to impart some of her wisdom to them. So they decided to invite her, and she accepted their invitation. When the day came for her to go to the village, they properly received her with honor, and they were very eager to hear what she would have to say. When she stood up at the podium, she asked this question: do you know what is the topic of our speech today? Say, all of them with great excitement said, yes, we know. And before they could even finish their answer, the woman, the master, they disappeared from their eyes. Just walked out of the room, and they were very amazed at what happened. They were so excited to hear her, and they were very sorry to see that she left. They started talking among themselves what could be the reason that she left without saying not even one word. So they had a meeting, and they decided to try to invite her again. And this time, they thought that they had the answer. So they proposed again an invitation. The woman, the great master, invited the invitation again. And again, they were very eager now to hear her, because they knew that this time she would accept their answer. The woman master stood up at the podium again, looked at them, and posed exactly the same question. Does anybody know what the topic of discussion is today? So with all of them with one accord, they said, no, we do not know. And to their amazement, again, the same thing happened. The woman master woke up before they even knew that she's out of the room. They respected her so much because of her wisdom, and because of they had a great love for her. And again, they said, we need to try to find a way to bring her back. So they got together, and they made up their mind that this time it's going to be a different answer. So they again sent a messenger, and they asked her to please come to speak to them. And again, the lady master stood at the podium, and more or less they knew what the question would be, and they thought that this time would work. So when the master lady asked, does anybody know what will the topic of discussion will be? Half of the people answer yes, half of the people answered no. Now they were really, really surprised. But what happened is, she again walked away. They were speechless. They started being disappointed. They couldn't find a way to keep her, to talk to them. So they got into a meeting, all the villagers, and they were trying to find out which way would be the best way to really make her stay and talk to them. And to their predicament, an older man stood up and said, if she does not accept as an answer yes, if she does not accept as an answer no, and if she does not accept an answer yes and no, perhaps the wisest thing to do is to just keep our mouths closed. Maybe we should not say anything, maybe just be in silence and see what will happen. So they again invited the lady, and she accepted again the invitation. When she stood up at the podium, she posed again exactly the same question. Does anybody know what the topic of the speech is tonight? And this time, no one spoke. Silence was in the room so high, you could even hear you breathe, the way you breathe. You could hear your breath. And at that moment, there was in the room such a silence, the master woman started to speak to them. And later on, when they asked her, what does that mean? Why did she do all these exercises? She spoke and said, when there is a guest, I know the ego interferes. The cup is full of intellectual knowledge, pre-assumptions, and if you pour more water into the cup, it will overflow, nothing will go in. And when the answer is no, it is a negative answer, and it is a closed mind. It is just like a cup that is upside down. And it doesn't matter how much water you will put in it, not even one drop will go in. And when the answer is yes from half of the people, no from the other, that is like an oscillating mind, a doubtful mind, a mind that is continuously tortured by doubts. And that is just like a cup of water, that it is full of water, and it is with a lot of dirt in it. And if you pour more water, it will not go into it at all, not even a drop. It even becomes itself dirty. But where there is silence, and the mind is still, in that silence, true knowledge can be transmitted. And she said, that is like you have a cup of water which is empty. And when you start pouring into it water, you will accept all of it. Especially in the days that we live today, our minds are absolutely vibrating. They are going with hundreds of, maybe thousands of miles per hour, if you could say that.